Hi everyone, Zach from Out There Vans in Grand Junction, Colorado. Today I want to talk about roof racks on vans, and more specifically, why professional van builders seem so obsessed with putting these expensive roof racks way up in the sky on a high roof van. Let's go ahead and get into this. All right, starting out behind me, this van we're talking about today is a 2023 Ford Transit Trail. If you want more information on the Transit Trail package, we recently posted a video on this van. Head on over to our main channel and you will be able to get a quick walk around of this van. But we've started the conversion process on this Ford Transit Trail. More specifically, right now we are in the phase of roof rack and a solar array. So up top on this van, we have installed a Flatline Van Company roof rack up top. Now, Flatline Van Company, they make some very nice aluminum roof racks up top. They all fully integrate into the factory studs on the rooftop of the van for easy mounting. No drilling required, which is great. But it offers a really nice sturdy platform for us to be able to run with up top. So why do van builders love roof racks so much? As we know, the roof of your van is, in this case, about 9 feet up in the air. This is a medium roof van. If this is a high roof van, we'd be talking even more in the 10-foot range. Why do we like roof racks with those being up so high? For one, my personal preference for them is the flexibility of solar panel mounting. So for one, on this van, we'll be mounting 3 100-watt solar panels up top. The nice thing about a roof rack like a Flatline Van Company, it uses an extruded aluminum T-track for the crossbars. So this is a crossbar example, which will be going up on the rooftop. We've got a profile with these T-slots on all sides, easy spots to be able to drop in our backing nuts to tighten down. And then ultimately, we can flush mount these solar panels so they sit ever so slightly below these crossbars for a little added protection, but they are still elevated off the roof of the van, so they get nice ventilation for still pulling proper efficiency and not actually overheating while they are producing that electricity in the heat of the summer desert around here. Additionally, these rigid solar panels, for one, they're going to last a lot longer. These rigid solar panels, generally speaking, are a 25 plus year piece of equipment on your van. So it should be lasting about the lifetime of your vehicle here. But additionally, as solar panel technology evolves, who knows, in 5 years, 10 years, you might be able to double the output of your solar array with the same exact square footage that you're already using up on your roof. So using a T-track system like this allows you to, in the future, remove these panels without having any additional holes or patching, etc. up on your rooftop. Without using a roof rack, there's a couple common methods that people use to attach solar panels. One being the classic solar panel Z bracket. A number of companies sell these. This will be able to be bolted onto your solar panel here, but ultimately it needs to be screwed through the rooftop of your van, which, you know, if your van is higher in mileage and you're mounting a rigid panel, that rigid panel is likely going to outlast your van. But in the case you do need to replace something, it's quite hard to get a solar panel that is exactly the same dimensions as your last ones, just because solar technology is evolving every single day. Other methods are drill-free mounts, which use a automotive panel bond essentially to glue on solar panel brackets to your rooftop. You'd have to go in with a cutting wire to remove that. It does involve a lot of cleanup, but it does allow you to skip the roof rack if needed. And then additionally, there are the folks out there that will mount flexible solar panels and simply glue them on or use like a 3M VHB tape. We do not install any flexible panels here at Out There Vans just because the nature of the construction of them, they typically only have a lifespan of roughly 5 years, baking on the hot rooftop of a hot vehicle in the summertime. So we go rigid all the way. Now, additionally, you do have a roof rack, so you can use it for hauling other things if need be. If you were really ambitious, you could slide your 2x4s or whatnot if you're going to the hardware store up there. Clients will commonly have a rear door ladder, such as this Illuminous model over here, or a side ladder, and then they can go up there and say put some stand-up paddle boards up there to take them to the local spot to go up and stand up paddleboard without sliding them on the inside of your van, or inflate them when they get to the boat launch. So there are actual functional abilities of these roof racks beyond just mounting solar panels. But as a builder standpoint, to be able to have that serviceability down the road, it is crucial. The last huge pro that I see to them is, as I mentioned, these brackets that will be holding on this solar panel, they sit well below the front fairing of this roof rack up here. So it has an integrated wind fairing to keep the noise down and allow that wind to go right up and over these solar panels. But these solar panels are actually going to sit about 3 inches lower than that front fairing. So they do provide a little extra protection if you are one that forgets that your van is a high roof van and sits about 9 feet in the air. If you are one that's going to pull in a parking lot under a little bit of a tight, low clearance tree, at least that front fairing, for one, will probably make a lot of noise for you first. But it'll give you a little indication that maybe you shouldn't pull in a little further before scraping tree branches all across the nice glass of your solar array over here. So the elephant in the room is the cost. One of these roof racks costs about $1,700. They are not cheap. To go with a drill-free mount or a one of these Z-bracket mounts, you might be only talking about $100. So there's a significant price difference. However, depending on what your intentions are with the longevity of your van, we always recommend a roof rack. Honestly, one of the other reasons why a lot of folks install roof racks is an aesthetic reason. It's kind of a crazy opinion for a $1,700 option, but some people just like the looks of a roof rack. You'll see a lot of van conversions out there as well using a roof rack that literally have no solar on them. They just think it looks more overlandy or whatnot. I like to install them for a more functional purpose. One more thing I'll point out on this nice Flatline Van Company rack up here too. On the edge, it has a nice slot running the entire length of the van. That allows you to slide these crossbars along that profile wherever you'd like to provide you equal spacing for your solar panel mounts or whatever you choose to mount up there. This van will also be seeing a Fiamma F45S awning mounted up here on the passenger side after these solar panels go up. So it does serve a variety of purposes, especially given this Ford Transit platform. Now, really quick, a couple cons. As I mentioned, price. It's a huge, expensive option for something that does have some more cheaper options down the road. However, in my opinion, it's worth it to be able to swap out solar panels down the road without having to patch holes or go on the hunt for the identical solar panel sizing. And then the other thing is that height that I mentioned. We've added about 7 inches of height to the overall height of this van. So if you're very much a height conscious van build, avoid the roof rack. However, I will point out there is a MaxxAir fan installed on this van, and the top shroud of that fan sits almost flush with the top of this roof rack here. So we're really not losing any height in the grand scheme of things. But if you have a naked roof van and you want to be able to still fit it in your garage door and it's a low roof or something like that, take that into account down the road. Now, if you have any personal experience, positive or negative, with a roof rack system, feel free to write them down in the comment section down below. If you are interested in getting one of these Flatline Van Company roof racks installed on your van, we can do that here at our shop at Out There Vans in Grand Junction, Colorado. Head on down to the link in the description below where you can find more information about scheduling that service. And as always, head on over to Shop Out There Vans, where you'll be able to find a variety of DIY accessories or window covers, things along those lines. For your own van build, you can see a variety of items for that listed down in the description below. Make sure you hit like and subscribe so we can see you in the next video, and we'll see you next time.